Most candidates preparing for the Microsoft AI-300 exam focus heavily on theory, but struggle with real-world operational and generative AI scenarios. In this video, you'll work through high-value practice questions covering deployment, monitoring, responsible AI, vector search, and generative AI operations. If you're preparing for certification, this video will help you uncover weak areas before exam day. We'll go through authentic-style multiple-choice questions based on key objectives. For each question, pause the video, think through your answer, then compare your reasoning with the explanation. Let's begin with one of the most important operational topics on the exam. Question 1. You deployed a machine learning model in Azure Machine Learning. You need to detect data drift between training data and production data automatically. Which Azure capability should you use? A. Azure Policy, B. Data Drift Monitor, C. Azure Load Testing, D. Azure Advisor. Pause for 5 seconds and choose the correct answer. The correct answer is B. Data Drift Monitor. Data drift monitoring helps identify when incoming production data begins to differ significantly from the data used during training. This is critical because model accuracy can degrade over time without obvious failures. Question 2. A company wants to ensure its generative AI chatbot does not produce harmful or unsafe responses. Which Azure AI feature should be implemented? A. Content safety filters. B. Azure Monitor. C. Azure Kubernetes Service. D. Azure Functions. Take 5 seconds to pause and select the correct answer. The correct answer is A. Content safety filters. Responsible AI is heavily emphasized in the AI-300 certification exam. Azure AI Content Safety helps detect and filter harmful content categories, including hate speech, violence, self-harm, and explicit content. Expect several exam questions related to governance, safety, compliance, and generative AI risk mitigation. If you want more AI-300 practice questions with detailed explanations and realistic exam simulations, check out CertPrep.io. It's a great resource for strengthening weak areas and improving exam confidence. Question 3. You are building a Retrieval Augmented Generation RAG solution using Azure AI Search. What is the primary purpose of vector embeddings? A. Encrypt model responses. B. Compress training datasets. C. Represent semantic meaning for similarity search. D. Increase GPU performance. Pause for 5 seconds. Then choose the correct answer.
The correct answer is C. Vector embeddings convert text into numerical representations that capture semantic meaning. This allows AI systems to retrieve contextually similar information instead of relying only on keyword matching. This concept is foundational for modern generative AI architectures and appears frequently in
exam questions. Question 4. You need to deploy a machine learning model with automatic scaling and high availability for enterprise production workloads. Which Azure service should you use? A. Azure Container Instances. B. Azure Kubernetes Service AKS. C. Azure Logic Apps. D. Azure Dev Test Labs. You have 5 seconds. Choose the correct answer. The correct answer is B. Azure Kubernetes Service. AKS is commonly used for scalable, resilient, production-grade machine learning deployments. It supports auto-scaling, orchestration, rolling updates, and enterprise operational requirements. For the AI-300 exam, understand when to use AKS versus lighter deployment options like Azure Container Instances. Question 5. What is the primary purpose of prompt flow in Azure AI Foundry? A. Training foundation models from scratch. B. Managing orchestration and evaluation of LLM workflows. C. Replacing vector databases. D. Encrypting prompts before inference. Pause for 5 seconds and choose the correct answer.
The correct answer is B. Prompt flow helps developers orchestrate, test, evaluate, and monitor large language model workflows. It's particularly useful for building production-ready generative AI applications with traceability and evaluation pipelines.
In this video, we covered some of the most important Microsoft AI-300 topics, including data drift monitoring, responsible AI, vector search, Kubernetes deployments, and prompt flow orchestration. To strengthen your exam readiness, practice consistently with realistic scenario-based questions and detailed explanations. Visit certprep.io for comprehensive AI-300 practice tests designed to help you prepare faster and with confidence. In upcoming videos, we'll cover advanced retrieval-augmented generation architectures, MLOps pipelines, Azure AI search, and generative AI evaluation techniques. Make sure to subscribe, keep practicing daily, and stay consistent with your preparation.